So just Michael and I are coming down to the village today because we don't have a bodyguard today. We haven't called in our bodyguard that usually comes down to the village with us. So we're picking up our friend Laura, and she's gonna go down to the village. I usually wear flip-flops, and today I wore my tennies, and she was really proud of me. And she spoke to me in Spanish, and I understood it. I understood that she was saying something about my tennies, and it looked like she was happy.
So down in this, today we're doing a class every Saturday on reading and writing, and some local people are teaching it. So we're just coming down to support it because they've looked for and found and bought birth certificates and paperwork for the kids that aren't able to go to school because they can't find the stuff, but then they're behind and they can't read or write, and so now we need to help them learn to read and write so they can actually go to school.
So there's 5th grade kids that should be in 5th grade that are on a 1st grade reading level. So they've got to get them up to reading grade level because right now they're in 1st grade and they should be in 5th. So we're just going to help assist with that. We also brought some paperwork so we can fill out paperwork for people so we can see what information they've got, because we need to get 45 more kids into school. So O.U.R is helping get 45 more kids into school as a preventative program. So that's kind of part of what we're doing down there today as well. So we'll see how it goes. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain on us. Este es Esperanza. She's gonna help us get the paperwork filled out that we need. So this is the paper that our friend Barbara made for us so that we can identify who still needs to go to school, and then we can figure out which kids are going to be easiest to get their paperwork for, and which ones are going to be hard, and which ones will be pretty much impossible, and we can sort through them that way and start working on the easiest ones first so we can get them in school this fall. So Esperanza is going to walk around and help us find these kids that still aren't in school. So esta is Wendy. And she was the very first one to go into the scholarship program. So this is her house. And this is our friend Laura, who helps us down here in the village. On the side. Little reading class going on. Chalkboard.
Porque quizá no tuvo la oportunidad que tuvieron algunos de ustedes, ese que tuvieron, los que saben leer, los que no saben leer no tuvieron leer. Dígame cuál es esta.
De una a una, dígame.
No, de primero. Dígame. Y esta. Y también. Entonces, esa es la I y esta es la I. Okay.
One of the students brought their chicken with them, tied up, and tied it to this little nail in the ground. I have no idea why. I'm like fascinated. I'd love to know why he brought his pet chicken to class and tied it up. This is the classroom. How would you feel if your kids were in a classroom like this? The people here are so grateful for this classroom.
Daniela, aquí. Y esta. Voy con Daniela. Y esta. Y esta. Y esa. Ok, Daniela, me quedo con usted. Dígame cómo se llama esa.
So this is Wendy, and she already knows everything that's happening out there, so, and she's embarrassed. So I'm helping her with her English lesson. La cama. So we'll do it at the table.
Mesa.
Cama is bed. Mesa. See? Mesa. We'll do it here. It's starting to rain outside and they're scared of rain. It doesn't take long in this country for the girls to start doing your hair if you sit down. Even if you're trying to teach an English class, they start doing your hair. Her name is Madeline.
Aquí, con Stephanie.
Es mi madre. No así, no.
No.
30.
30, sí.
Criarse.
No boyfriend.
Estudiar inglés.
No.
¿Denos clase de inglés a nosotras?
Ella está enseñándole.
20 años.
Oye.
20.
Sí.
Dígale a ella que yo le estoy diciendo que a los 30 es que tienen que tener novio, no chicas, sí. Chica no.
When you're 30, you have to have. That's when you can have your a boyfriend.
Sí. 30 años.
Dile a ella que tiene que dejarse criar, estudiar y superarse.
Novio.
She's saying that they need to learn how. They need to study and grow before they have boyfriends.
Que luego viene no bebe y entonces no podemos.
Ella no lo bebe y no.
Aprende.
Yo sí me curaba con la verdad.
¿Cómo está?
Ay, mamá.
¿Cómo está, linda?
El sol.
El sol pica, ¿verdad?
El sol le pica.
Hola. Hello.
¿Qué fue?
So what's going on in here, Marissa? Ella está enseñando inglés.
No, que le enseñe.
I was working on English with Wendy.
They said no, you're not helping them learn English. Then you need to learn. You need to teach
clase
them.
de inglés.
Teach them English.
I have been. We've been
Ella
going
dice
through the workbook.
ella dice que ha enseñado mucho. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué es esto en inglés? Let's see. Where to go?
Mire, ella no sabe. The pencil and stuff.
En inglés.
Bike.
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 Sí, perfecto.
Qué bueno.
En inglés.
Bike.
Perfect.
Ella sabe.
Car.
Perfect.
Board. No, board.
Board gamer.
Board game.
Game.
Sí.
Teddy.
Teddy bear. Perfect.
Dolls.
Sí.
Balón.
Ah,
Bike.
Perfecto. Sí.
Bike.
Sí.
Bicicleta.
Bicicleta, pelota, carro.
Ajedrez.
Ajedrez.
Muñeco. Peluche. Muñeca y vehículo.
Más despacio.
Bicicleta.
Sí.
Pelota.
Sí.
Carro.
Ajedrez.
Para ver si entiende cuál es su oso. Muñeco. I love you. Muñeco.
Vajiga.
Niño.
¿Cómo se dice eso?
Niña.
Vejiga.
O globo.
Vejiga.
602.
Y no dicen auto aquí.
Carro.
Carro, no auto.
Auto también se le dice auto.
Carro es más popular.
¿Qué hay? ¿Quién fue? Papá sabe, mamá. No, vamos a decir ahí. Ahí. Si le pongo la A, ¿cómo digo? Perfecto. Mamá. Mamá. Sí. ¿Cómo dice ahí? Mamá ama. Hola, no me Hola, no me Si le pongo la pa.
Mira.
¿Cuánto
tienes?
No le diga canela porque no sabe mucho.
No soy yo que soy.
A mí.
Es una pregunta, no es que no.
Sí, está bien.
¿Cómo que me voy a poner aquí de ayer? Este no está en la escuela. Voy aquí.
That was really fun teaching the kids today because that's actually what I was studying this morning. So it's like a little blessing that I did my Spanish study this morning, pronunciation, studying vowel sounds, and then I was able to help the kids today because I think they thought it was fun for me to quiz them for some reason. So
Yeah, that's good.
it was a good little day, and that makes a big difference. It was fun to see that one little boy, he was probably like 5. He knew how to read. They don't have enough money to put him in school, but he knew a lot of those sounds, and he was the youngest one. The older kids didn't know what he knew, and it was because his mother was teaching him. So it's really important, and I've read studies and read books about educating women because they are the ones that can educate their children. So even if they can't go to formal schooling, the women educate the children. And it was really evident today that his mom was educated because he was so little and he knew how to say, you know, pa, ma, you know, he knew his letters and he knew vowel sounds. So that was really cool, and we're hoping that we can get him enrolled in school because we can get him a scholarship into school. His family obviously has desire to educate him. So it's little things like that, it's little wins like that that we have to stay focused on, because you go down into the village and you could say, oh my gosh, there's a million problems down here. There's so many things that need to be fixed, but if we just keep focusing on education, because education is so key to them not getting into bigger issues like trafficking and drugs. So we're just going to stay focused on the education piece and keep moving forward. So that was a really good day, and everybody was asking for Maya. Where's Maya? Where's Maya? And pulling up pictures of Maya on my phone. See, Maya, we want Maya. So I think we'll probably bring Maya back down because our bodyguards actually did show up once we got down there. So
They're not really bodyguards.
they're not bodyguards, they just are locals. They live down there and they stay with us the whole time. So just kind of to protect us and let us know if something weird's going on. Because there was one time we were down there, they said, you know, it's probably time for you to leave. There's people that we don't recognize coming down here. So they just let us know about little things like that and keep us safe. And if we're with them, it's, you know, we're their friends, and they other people just kind of leave us alone. So, and they know that we're doing good.
We also set up a meeting tentatively for next Saturday after our class to meet with the community leaders. Francis set it up. And so that's the church leaders down there. Church is big here. So the church leader, some of the teachers, the business owners, there's some kind of neighborhood organization. So we're going to meet next Saturday and talk about the problems down there and what we can do to resolve them, get a plan, because Francis says one of the reasons that that neighborhood's not getting as much help as some others that he knows about is just because they're not organized and they don't have a good plan. And so if that happens next week, that'll be a big win as well.
So pray for that to happen.